Awareness, our very own awareness, is a precious treasury that fulfills all wishes. And every perception, no matter what it is a wish-fulfilling gem within that treasury. So whatever we take any perception to be, that's the wish we'll have fulfilled. Do you understand what I'm saying? For example, if in each perception all we realize is its essence as awareness and its vivid appearance as whatever its label is, then we're entirely free as the immediacy of that perception. But if the perception comes up and we make it into something, then whatever we make it into, that's what we'll get. That's what we realize. So whatever we focus on our awareness on, that's what we realize. If we focus our awareness as awareness, we realize awareness. If we focus our awareness as the label of whatever the point of view or perception is, then that's what we realize. There's nothing we need to hold on to. There's nothing we need to maintain in order to be who we are. Say one of our perceptions is, I love TV and I want to watch television 24 hours a day. Well, then it's very likely we will have the wish fulfillment of a TV set that we can have on 24 hours a day. So whatever it is, the treasury of awareness fulfills all wishes. If we have anger come up, a huge upsurge of anger, and that's our perception, if we recognize it to be the very essence of our awareness with the vivid appearance of anger and don't go off and do a story about it, then we have the true treasure, the treasure of awareness. If we decide we want to make up a story about the anger, this one made me angry, that's why I'm angry, cause and effect led to my anger, then that's what we'll realize, the whole world of cause and effect. But when we sink deeply into the belly of emptiness of our own awareness, then we realize that there's a whole level of living that we knew nothing about. Because you see, the knowledge and wisdom and compassion of awareness, it's entirely unmediated. So we don't need any points of view to try to be wise or try to be compassionate. We're already compassionate. We're already wise. And this we can realize only through the direct experience of our own awareness. So, there's nothing to seek and no one to seek it. As long as we think there's someone with a personal identity who needs to seek something called awareness. Then we'll be caught up in that wish fulfillment. Say we think we have to meditate for years or lifetimes in order to realize our true nature. Our wishes will be fulfilled. We'll be meditating for years or lifetimes. This has never led to the direct perception of awareness. If it did lead to the direct perception of awareness, there would be millions of people who would be entirely free. But there is one way millions of human beings throughout the course of human history have realized the direct experience of their own awareness that emanates nothing but the magnificence of great benefit. And that is to rest naturally, to rest freely, to rest nakedly, to rest splendidly, free as the immediacy of every single perception that arises. There's nothing to fix and there's no one to fix it. I once had someone come to me and he said, well, I like the way this awareness sounds, but I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can even rest naturally. I'm not good at anything. And I've never been good at anything. And I said, oh, come on, there must be something you're good at. Tell me what you're good at. Tell me what you're really good at. What can you really do without question? What can you do totally easily? And he said, well, I can get drunk and loaded. I'm really good at that. That's what I can do. I can get drunk and loaded. When I was a little kid, I started drinking and smoking pot. I started getting drunk and loaded. I said, perfect. You're good at that. You have everything you need. Get drunk and loaded on the essence of every perception. Just get totally drunk and loaded on the essence of every perception. Gulp it into the belly of emptiness. Let every perception dissolve in the emptiness, the compassionate emptiness of your own awareness. He could understand that because he'd say this is what he was looking for. And in alcohol and other things. So, no matter what we feel moved to do in order to make us happy, we're only looking for the complete freedom of our already liberated awareness. And we absolutely cannot find that by seeking. So here, I invite everyone to call off the search, to just rest naturally, to rest effortlessly, to rest in a totally uncontrived way as the basis of every perception, rather than getting caught up in creating an endless story about every perception that arises. Complete freedom is already the case. There's never anything else. There's nothing to be done. Awareness is infinitely expansive, entirely spacious, not confined by any perception, including that of a body or a mind. In awareness, all perceptions are equally awareness. And that's it. There's no storehouse or mainframe computer of awareness called an ego, a personal identity, an I, a me, a mine. There's no I to dissolve. There's no one who's ever been fixated or identified with anything. The reason it's impossible to overcome fixation and identification is because it's never occurred. Fixation and identification are points of view equal to any other point of view. There's no one to hang the label of fixation or identification on. So you see, the moment we think there's anything other than awareness and its own perceptions, such as an intermediary called an I, we go off on a fork on the road called non-recognition of awareness. I can see this is clearly obvious to everyone here. There's no one who can make us realize this about ourselves. There's no one who can somehow trick us into it. Because, no matter what's occurring, it's our own perception. Our awareness is the root of everything. So if we think we have a guru or a teacher who is going to somehow give it to us or somehow keep it away from us, that's only our own perception. This is the great truth that's always been. Buddhahood, or whatever you call it, in Buddhahood and ordinary beings are awareness. All the great beings that ever were, are now, or ever will be are all included within your awareness. And so are their qualities and activities. The immense potency of their qualities and activities. The realization of this in an entirely unmediated and uncontrived way can only come about through natural rest. Natural rest in the immediacy of every perception. Rest is best, right, Brahmachari? This is what Brahmachari shares as well. The epitome, the pinnacle, the heart essence of all the tantras and sutras of China, India, and Tibet all state the same thing. Here we're just talking about it in a way that every human being can understand. Every perception we adopt and take to be something, all we're looking for is rest. So why not just cut to the chase? Rest freely, rest imperturbably with nothing going on. There's nothing to be done. There's nothing to be said. There's no one to do it or no one to say it. This is the direct route. Awareness only, free as all its perceptions. The great reality of totally uncontrived conduct that needs no moral or ethical codes because they're all built in. Just like when you buy a computer, everything's already built in to run the computer. The motherboard's in there, everything else. You don't have to go out and get a motherboard when you buy your computer, it's already there. So such is the case with our inherent ethics and morality, our inherent wisdom and compassion, our inherent reality of no more learning,